Of course, everyone wants to work for a high culture company, but what does that mean? Culture happens through people. And so when you join a company, you subscribe to be part of that culture and be an ambassador of that culture. And if you can't subscribe to that or don't identify with the culture of that company, then do not join them. You will be a bad ambassador, or you'll be unhappy, and you will be unfulfilled. If you somehow think you're going to show up and all of a sudden all this is graced upon you because all this culture benefit, so much of it is in the space between. It is the water cooler conversations. And what I've learned is that individuals matter. And I hire for balance. I hire for culture fit, meaning people that value relationships, that value the people that work for them, that wouldn't ask someone to work a weekend if they weren't willing to do it themselves. And I think that is ultimately the definition of culture that we can all subscribe to, that we all self-identify, and it's the priorities and the company principles that pull through, regardless of what your day-to-day job is. Here at Remington, we are the place where passionate people thrive, and that's passionate about each other and trying to, develop analysts up into CEOs or housekeepers into general managers, passionate about owners and delivering above market performance, whether it's revenue or profit, and above, and passionate about guests and delivering great guest experiences. Now, do we live that every single day? No, we don't. You're never perfect, but it's the daily pursuit of that and being passionate about it every day that over a long period of time delivers exceptional results. And when you see that passion, whether it's the CEO or it's the president or it's a housekeeper, it starts to permeate. If you go into a really well-run hotel, you can feel the difference, right? People are smiling more. They're inquiring with you to listen to you. They're not just, asking you a question to feed the ego. And so I think it's all, and then of course you build programs around that. You make sure diversity and inclusion is a big part of what you're focused on. You make sure you have mentor programs. Training, onboarding is really important. Training is probably the biggest part of that because we have high turnover in the hotel industry. And so, any hotel that we take over, we want to make sure we have training as a cost item on the P&L, because we're a need-based hiring mechanism. And so all of a sudden, if you're taking a front desk agent away from the front desk to train them, that's time and money. And but I think it's all those programs that you bring to bear. But in essence, great culture is where you recognize individuals matter, and each individual is an ambassador of the culture.